Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know, my name is Cederick Campbell, and today we will be doing a chit chat get ready for bed with me. As you can see by my face mask and you can't really see my table, but I'm getting ready to go to bed. So usually, you know, YouTubers, they do their routine as they talk, but unfortunately I lack the ability to multitask. So I'm going to do my skincare first, and then we will get into the topics that y'all asked on Instagram. So yeah, I would not be listing the items that I'm using to do my skincare because I already made a skincare video that I'll tag here or here for you to watch. So if you want to know what I'm using on my face, you can check out that video. The only item that won't be in that video is this Face Story Star Velvet Vitamin C Sleeping Mask, because this is a part of my nighttime routine. So yeah, if you want to know what I'm using, check out that video. But I'm about to do my skincare real quick. It's been about 10 minutes since I had this mask on, so I'm going to take it off and do my skincare, and then we'll get into the topics. Alright y'all, so as y'all can see, I just did my skincare. I know y'all probably thinking like, Cedrick, that is not how this works. You are supposed to get ready while you talk. But y'all, I literally lack the ability to multitask. So I tried filming it once where I was doing my skincare and talking to y'all at the same time, but I was like missing stuff and I was stuttering over my words, and it was just really awkward. So we just gonna do it my way. I got ready. Now we can sit here and chit chat, because if I would have just done it together, it would have been a disaster. So so yeah, I posted on my Instagram story and I told y'all to ask me questions so that I could film this video. So if you don't follow me on Instagram at Cederick Campbell, and you can be included in my next video. But I had my followers ask me questions, in which they did, and so those are the questions I'll be answering today in this video. So let's get into the content. Okay, so I got a lot of questions about the soft life. The one in particular I'm referring to right now, it says, how do you feel about created aesthetics like the soft life, and what the F that even is? So I'm going to start off by just talking about the soft life in particular, and then I'll sort of graze upon the other life aesthetics as I continue to talk about the soft life. So just a little context, just for context, the soft life is a movement that became increasingly more popular on TikTok, and it has made its way to other social media platforms, of course. And in my definition of the soft life, it's a life that prioritizes self-care over everything. So it is like what it sounds like, a life that is soft, a life that is careful, a life that is slow, it takes its time, a life where you're well taken care of, and you're taking care of yourself. So you're like going to the gym, and you're eating your fruit and veggies, and you're lighting candles, doing your skincare, just really making sure that you're well taken care of and that you're not stressing, so you're organized. So that way you can have a slow and calm life. So the soft life, in my opinion, is a very slow and calm life that prioritizes self-care. And so I have a few thoughts on it, actually. Kind of conflicting thoughts, but thoughts nonetheless. So I'll begin with the good, and then we'll move into the not so good part. So honestly, I think that the message of the soft life is actually really good. It's telling you to prioritize self-care. Like, you know, take care of yourself. Light that candle, you know, buy yourself flowers, eat fruit, drink water, you know, stuff like that. It's telling you to live literally a soft life. I feel like life throws so many things at us, and so it's important that, you know, you are soft where you can be, and you know, that you're really taking care of yourself, so that when life throws these curveballs at you, you know, you're calm and collected, you're not like stressing out and stuff. So I do think that that aspect of the soft life movement is very good and it's very important, and everyone should be prioritizing self-care over everything. So like I said, that's a very good aspect of it. It's telling you to, you know, take care of yourself and make sure that you're good, that you're calm and you're collected. Love that. But where they lose me at with the soft life movement is when it now is an opportunity for you to profit off of, right? So when basically all of these movements, the black girl luxury, the it girl, and the soft life, and things of that sort, people use it as opportunities to profit off of. So that's when people start throwing soft life towels, soft life hair care, soft life whatever. They start throwing that stuff at you so you can buy stuff, which makes them money, right? So of course they're going to show you the soft life body wash. They're going to show you the soft life haircut, the soft life flowers, the soft life candle, the soft life this. That's when it gets annoying because at this point you're shoving it down my throat. Like, I get it. Like, I really do get it. You live a very soft life. And to a degree, I get it. Like, sometimes you really do want to share these things that you really like with other people. And I do that too. I do that a lot. So I get it. But you trying to brand it as a soft life, that's annoying. And I feel like it to a degree that kind of like blocks the original message off. Like, that kind of hides the original message because you're too busy trying to make $1 or you trying to shove it down our throats. Now we irritated with it, and I don't even want to live no soft life because I don't want no soft life t-shirt. Like, what? And that's no shade to the girlies, to the soft life girlies and whoever else living a soft life. Like, I love it, I do. But when y'all started using it as an opportunity to profit off of, that's when it got annoying, and that's when y'all lost me. I don't want soft life perfume and soft life boots and soft life towels and soft life haircuts and soft life flowers and soft life candles and soft life. Okay, I don't. And also another thing, and I always say this about everything, when someone is actually something, you see it, you feel it, you smell it on them when they walk into a room. They don't have to say it. So if someone is actually living a soft life, you can see it. You can see it from a mile away. You can smell it. When they walk into a room and you feel their aura, you can see that person's living a soft life. It be the people that soft lifing us down, soft life towel, soft life robe, soft life this, soft life that, soft life boots, soft life skincare, soft life everything. Those are the people that I think personally are not living a soft life. Because you're trying too hard to convince us that you're living a soft life. And you're also looking for it, using it as a means to profit off of, which means you ain't got it. Like, so I said all that to say, I love the idea of the soft life, prioritizing self-care, making sure that you are well taken care of and that you're living a slow and very carefully curated life. But y'all lost me when y'all saw it as a means to profit off of, and y'all started shoving it down our throats. Because I pinky promise you, if you were really living that much of a soft life, we would see it, we would feel it, we would know it. We could smell it from 100 miles away. But y'all shoving it down my throat with soft life shoes, soft life towels, soft life perfume, soft life whatever. Y'all lost me. And it's annoying. And it's corny. It's corny. It's corny. It's corny. But that's enough. I've been rambling for a long time about that. Let's get into the next topic. Someone asked, why am I so humble? That's a great question. I think most of it has to do with my parents. So, I have been fortunate enough to have very wonderful parents. My mom and dad have been married for, it'll be 29 years this year. And they are lovely. And they have always had, like, I've never been without. I've always had because they have. And so they always, like I said, they always have, but they were always so humble about it. And so my dad always tells me this scripture about being humble. Of course, I don't know, where it's located or anything. I'll pop it up on the screen if I can find it. But he always used to read us this scripture about being humble. And I feel like my parents really lived it. And so I do get a lot of my humility from them and from my dad, instilling that scripture in me. So that's one aspect of it. Another aspect of why I'm so humble is that nobody cares, right? So, like, I'm gonna use an example. So a person comes to you, you go up to a person, you brag about all you are, you brag about all you have, you brag about the cars you have, the clothes you wear, the people you know, what you've experienced. You lift up your shirt, you show them your abs, you turn around and show them how big your butt is, and then they're gonna go home and they're never gonna think about you ever again. So, like, you did all of that showboating for nothing. So, like I said, literally nobody cared. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, none of this stuff matters. Like, all of this stuff and all that I've done and all that stuff, it doesn't matter. And I'm not saying it doesn't matter, like, it holds no significance. It just doesn't make me better than anyone else. Like, if I get cut and you get cut, we both gonna bleed the same blood. Maybe different, blood types, but we gonna bleed the same red blood. When I breathe in and you breathe in, and we both excel, we both just breathe the exact same air. So what about me makes me better than anyone else? Nothing. And I know that. So I'm gonna move like that. Like, and none of this stuff matters. None of this stuff matters. There's no point in me walking around acting like I'm so this and I'm so that, and bragging about all that I am that I have, because nobody cares and it doesn't matter. So I'm humble because my parents instilled it in me, and because it all doesn't matter. And like I said when I was talking about the soft life, if you're really that person, if you're that girl, you're that boy, you're that whatever, when you walk into a room, people know it, people see it, people feel it. You don't even have to say anything because people just know it. When people get around me and they get talking too much about who they are and what they have and what they've done and what they this and what they that just lets me know that that's not really you. You really don't have it like that because you're trying too hard to convince me of who you are. I don't have to convince anyone of who I am. You can see it. You can smell it. Like, it speaks for itself. It does all the speaking for me. I don't even have to say anything. So that's why I'm humble, because my parents instilled it in me, because it doesn't matter and nobody cares, and because you can see it, you can smell it, you can feel it when I walk into a room. I don't have to say anything. And let me just add real quick, I'm also humble because God blesses those who are humble. I'm all that I am because of God, like, period. I just had the best conversation with my dad about being humble, and God blesses those who are humble. And God made me who I am today. It's the reason that I am who I am is because of God. So God is going to continue to bless me in my humility. So I will continue to be humble as long as God continues to bless me. So that's another aspect of it as well. Let me give y'all a little tip. If a person goes out of their way to brag to you about all that they have and they are, I'm letting you know right now they don't have it and they're not it. And you need to run far away from them. So if you ever thought that you were going to impress me by sitting here talking about how great you are, just know I was extremely turned off, and you probably shouldn't do that. All right. Let me get some more water real quick, and then we'll get into the next question. So the next question asks me, who or what inspires you the most? I can honestly say that no. Well, we all get inspiration from other people, whether we realize it or not. But consciously, no one inspires me but me. So, and I know that sounds like really cocky or whatever, but let me explain. So, like, I don't look to other people for inspiration. I don't even want to grace people with the luxury of saying Cederick Campbell was inspired by me. I just don't. But like, I know who I am. I know all that I could be. I know all of my talents. I know where life can take God and life can take me. So that's what inspires me. My potentiality inspires me. Who I'm going to be in a few years inspires me. Like, that inspires me so much to keep going, to keep doing this, to keep everything that y'all see me do. That's what keeps me going, because it's like in a few years, everything that I'm doing now is literally going to pay off. Like, it's going to be crazy. And I'm going to just leave it there because I don't want to say too much, but I inspire myself. Who I'm going to be in a few years, who I'm going to be tomorrow inspires me. Like, I inspire myself. I look to myself for inspiration, and yeah, that's what inspires me. Someone asked, what is my process for making an outfit? So, I'm gonna talk about my own outfits and then making outfits for by Cederick Campbell. So when I make the process of making my own outfits, first it's literally just finding a staple piece. So the staple piece for my outfit is, in my mind, is the piece that I'm gonna base the rest of the outfit off. And most likely, in most cases, it's shoes. So I'll start looking for shoes. Once I find the right pair of shoes, then I'm like, okay, now we need to find pieces that match, that will go well with this item. So just finding that one piece and then basing the rest of the items, or the rest of the items or the outfit off of that piece. And the same thing kind of goes for my outfits on by Cederick Campbell. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, I have a styling page called by Cederick Campbell where I post looks that I made clearly just for fun. And so really I just I find items and I base the outfits off that item. And well, I find an item and then I start making outfits based off that item. So and it really just be like random spurts of creativity. Like, I can be chilling and then like an ad come up for a pair of shoes I'm like, oh, I like them shoes. And I just start styling them real quick. That's why, like, I do post relatively consistently on by Cederick Campbell. But, like, I might go a week without posting. Because I probably didn't have any creativity for looks that week. But once that creativity sparks at that random time, then I might hurry up and do it. And then I have outfits to post on by Cederick Campbell. So, that's kind of my process. Is just finding a staple piece and basing the rest of the outfit off of that one piece. Also, I'm very matchy-matchy. So, finding pieces that go with that staple piece makes making outfits far easier, because if I have a blue and orange shoe, then the outfit is going to be colors that go, either going to be blue and orange or colors that go well with blue and orange. So yeah, that's my process for making outfits. Someone asked me how my love life is going. Well, let me start with the fact that my love life is non-existent because I am single. I am not in love with anyone. But I am getting to know some people, you know, here and there. And it's cool, I guess. Nothing worth mentioning or getting into elaborate detail about, but it's cute. Someone asked me to expand on my topic about dupes and replicas. So let's get into it and my actual thoughts on this. So I'm gonna make a whole nother separate video about it, but I'm gonna give y'all a little rundown here. So a dupe is an item that mimics the style of a designer item, but doesn't have any like designer like branding on it. So like you can get dupes anywhere. Like, first of all, most of the items that are in like department stores or like a Target or on like Shein are dupes for designer items. So you can't get away from dupes. Whereas like a replica is an item that is literally pretending like it came from a designer, you know, a high-end fashion designer, but it came from like a China. So that's like buying a Louis Vuitton bag from China. That's a replica. And so the difference between the two is a dupe literally just mimics the style. So like Bottega makes weave bags. You can buy a weave bag at Target. Now it mimics the style of it because it's a weave bag, but it's a dupe because it doesn't have Bottega branding on it. Whereas if I buy a bag from China that says Bottega and it looks like Bottega, but it's not actually from Bottega, that's a replica. And so how do I feel about it? Personally, I'm here for dupes. I love dupes. I buy dupes. I encourage y'all to buy dupes if y'all really want to be stylish and fashionable. But I rock with dupes. I don't have any thoughts on replicas because I'm like, yeah, people have made valid points on why replicas aren't good and so on and so forth. But if that's in your budget, then do you. Like, who are we to tell you what to do with your money? Like, do you. I don't care. Just make sure you look good. Like, make sure you look cute. I don't care. Just make sure you look cute. And I think that people make a big deal out of both of them when they're really not. Like, at the end of the day, you went and paid $1,200 for your bag, and she went and paid $10 for hers. And both of y'all look good. So what's the problem? Like, I just really don't care about none of this stuff if you look good. Like, if you look great, I don't care. But I don't want to get too much into it because I'm making a separate video about it. So yeah, that's the difference between the two, and that's what I think about it. I think as long as you look good, I don't care. Because it's none of my business. Ooh, someone said, give us your unpopular opinions like celebrities, music, trends, designer pieces. I have a lot of controversial takes on those things mentioned, but I don't want to get canceled or nothing, so I'm going to keep it to a minimum. And I'll only mention one. One unpopular opinion I have about the stuff mentioned is that stan culture is very weird. Very, very weird. Like, first of all, let me just be honest with y'all. I'm not standing nobody that I don't know personally. I'm sorry. These people, they make great music. They do great things. But I don't know you past your artistry. I know enough about you because of what you post or what's on Wikipedia. But like, I don't know who you are as a person. I don't know what you stand for. I don't know anything about you. So why would I stand you? Like, one thing about me, I only invest in celebrities. I only invest in what celebrities give to us. So like, if you're a musical artist, I only invest in your music. I don't invest in you as a person, because you're here, you make your money from your artistry. Your personal life has absolutely nothing to do with me. Now, I do stand those around me who do great things. Like, I stand Honor, I stand Rose, I stand Chanel, I stand Shayna, I stand Mackenzie. I stand Mackenzie real hard. I stand all those people because I know them personally. And I know that they do great things. And one thing about it, they acknowledge my presence. Those are my friends. I can hug them. I can touch them. I can have deep conversations with them. Celebrities will never acknowledge your presence. Like, they would never acknowledge your presence. So why on earth would I stand you? So that's where it just get really weird to me. Like, you see her going hard for this particular celebrity, and they will never acknowledge your presence. They will never acknowledge your presence. If you die today, they won't even attend your funeral. They won't even give your family money to bury you. But you standing them down, and you under every picture they post, and that's your mother, that's your this, that's your that. That's weird and that's strange, and that could never be me. So that's my idea on my unpopular opinion on stan culture. Is very weird. And if you really think about it, like, these stans be like 30 years old. Like, you're 30 worshiping this woman person who will never acknowledge your presence. Like, all right. Couldn't be me though. Let's get on to the next topic. Someone asked me, what are my long-term career goals? So, first of all, when I speak of my career goals, I'm going to say I am, and I will have, or speak as if I do have it, because just so we know. But my long-term career goals, once I graduate college, first of all, when I graduate college, I will be a full-time like influencer and a full-time creative director, fashion designer. So like, I'm gonna be designing clothes, I'll be designing events, I'll be designing sets for movies and plays and events and things of that sort. And that's what's going to propel me into the lifestyle that I want to live. I want to be a creative director. I want to go into various fields of design. Right now I'm studying architecture at the University of Detroit Mercy. And if you can do architecture, you can do any field of design. So I want to be a very huge design professional. I want to design clothes. I will design clothes. I will design events and sets and things of that sort. And I want to design. I want to be in these creative spaces, doing creative things, doing amazing things. My heart will always be with fashion. So of course I'll be a fashion designer and I'll be working on that. But I just want to be a high-level design professional. And so that is my career goals, and that's what's going to happen in the next 2 years. Someone asked me, this is a great question. Someone asked me, what do you think helped shape your style? I'm going to be real honest with y'all. Most of my inspiration for my style comes from women. I remember being a child in church, and I remember seeing like the really fashionable fly women coming to church with the red bottoms and like the Gucci purses and the fly sunglasses and the furs, and they were just really chic and really cool. And you could tell when they walked into the room, when they walked into church, like they knew they was that girl. And you could see it, you could feel it. They didn't have to say it. You could just see it and feel like they knew that they was that girl. And I've always wanted to have that like confidence that just kind of spoke for itself. I wanted to be able to walk into a room and like make heads turn, or like people be like, oh my god, like look at that bag, look at those shoes. Like, I've always wanted that. And I feel like who I am now, it gives that. It certainly does give that. Of course I'm working toward giving it just a little more. But honestly, most of my style inspiration and what inspired me to want to be so into fashion is seeing like the fly woman at church like walk in with the latest bag and the red bottoms, and they just looking like that girl. Like, Like, I used to be like these are the songs, like these are the women like niggas make songs about. Like, shorty got a mean walk, a mean shoe game that better than any that you name. Like, that's her right there. Like, that's crazy. So just seeing the fly woman at church inspired me to want to be not make me want to be a fly woman. I'm gonna be a fly man. I'm a man, and I'm a man, but just wanting to be that fly to where it's like dang, like he really that nigga for real. Like, he really sweet for real. So that's what inspires me. I hate men's fashion, especially at church. Like them suits, they be corny. Them suits be corny, and men don't care enough. But women, they knew when they walked out of that house, they had to be the baddest girl in the room, and it was just that. Someone asked, how do you get involved in the fashion scene of Detroit? How do you find events, designers, etc.? That's a great question. So first of all, and I was literally just telling someone else this, if you want to get on the fashion scene in Detroit, first of all, you have to attend these events. You have to attend these events. So just be on the lookout. A lot of people post them. A lot of people share them. And of course, that's me speaking to someone who's actually, you know, like somewhat in the inner circle. I kind of see this a lot, but you gotta be on the lookout for them. See if anyone posts any. See if anyone has any recommendations. I know I post a lot of fashion events on my story on Instagram. So just be on the lookout for them. If you're not quite yet on the fashion scene, but you kind of want to make your way into the fashion scene, I think that you should begin by, I think for me, honestly, I did start getting the attention of people in Detroit until I kind of demanded it. So I demanded interest in me through what I post on Instagram. So, you know, posting my fly outfits, and then, you know, people were posting it. They brought other people to me who were interested in me, who wanted me to come to these events and things of that sort. So kind of just establishing and demanding interest in you through what you post on social media will kind of put you in these places and in these conversations for you to be at these events. So if you want to be at a fashion event, wear some cute clothes, take some bomb pictures in them, post them. They will get shared to the right people who will push you in the necessary rooms. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. If that wasn't, let me know in the comments, and I'll think more on it and then like answer later. But really, that's what worked for me. I started posting my fly outfits on Instagram, then all of a sudden, hey, come to my fashion show. Hey, come to this. Hey, come to that. Hey, come to this. Hey, come to that. And that's how I got there. Someone asked my opinion on Detroit fashion industry. My opinion on Detroit fashion industry. I think that Detroit is taking steps in the right direction as far as the fashion industry is concerned. We're having a lot of more fashion shows and fashion events. And I think that recently Detroit has become the world's interest when it comes to fashion. I just think that the people who actually really design and create need to be highlighted more than the people who just like slap a logo on a t-shirt or slap some words on a t-shirt. Like, I know some really cool designers who really good designers who actually design and make clothes, who really deserve the recognition of people who are just slapping logos on shirts. Like, the people who slapping logos on shirts, they're living off of it, and they're making thousands of dollars a year, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year off that, selling $500 t-shirts. But then I got like designers over here who are actually designing and curating clothes, and like they got 3 jobs just to be able to pay for the material to make their clothes. So I think that Detroit needs to highlight actual designers and actual creative people, as opposed to just highlighting those who are just simply doing very simple designs. So yeah. But I think Detroit overall is taking the right steps in becoming a fashion city again, with all these events, and then like the fashion industry's recent interest in us. Like, I think we're going in the right direction. We just need to highlight the really dope designers. So, one more question, because I don't want this video to be too long, and I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed. We'll close on a negative note. Someone asked me, what are some fashion trends that I hate? Well, I hate a lot of things in fashion, and I can't sit here and think of all of them, but I would just name a few so that we can be concise and get this over with. One thing that came to my mind when I said hate is the pants with the split at the bottom. I hate them. I hate them. I don't know why y'all women or whoever likes them, but I don't like them. They cover up your shoes, and then like, really, honestly, those pants really only work with heels. So like when y'all wear them with slides and sneakers and stuff, y'all just be looking crazy because it's like your pants sit on top of your shoe. Like that's not flattering and that's not attractive and that's not cute. And I just feel like when y'all wear them pants, it just gives very much, I didn't spend time picking out my shoes very thoroughly, so I'm gonna cover them up with my pants. Like that's what it gives. I hate those pants so much. I'm really mad that they got popularized. I can't wait till they go out of style, and I don't want them to make a return. I don't want them to make a return. Another fashion trend that I hate clear heels. I'm tired of clear heels. They are so lazy. They are cheap looking. No shade. I'm not talking about anybody in particular, but they are very cheap looking and they require no effort. Like, I love outfits that look effortless. I do. But those shoes give no effort at all. So that's why I don't like those shoes. And like, they just don't, like, when you think of a shoe, like your shoes should always be popping because like those are the focal point of your outfit. So why would you do a clear heel? I don't like clear heels. This is not really a popular fashion trend, but I don't like Timberland boots. Too big, too clunky. They don't add to the outfit. They're just there. Like, I know we just have to wear them for the winter. I don't wear them. I've never had a pair of Timberland boots. But like, I just feel like it's just there. Like, it's just a shoe. What else don't I like? Ooh, I don't like ruching. I hate anything with ruching. I don't like ruched dresses. I don't like ruched pants. I don't like ruched tops. Ruching is ugly. It's ugly. It's so ugly. There's nothing flattering about ruching at all. It's so ugly. Ew, yuck, ah. I want y'all to stop wearing them. Like, stop it. Blah. What else don't I like? Y'all, I don't like a lot of things. We'll be here all day. So, let's just cut it off here. Y'all, this has been a long video. It's been 40 minutes. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if y'all want me to do this again or not. But yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye.